Hi ESL2. So today we are going to we're going to explore the art of persuasive writing. So first, let me go ahead and present this, put this in present mode so that you guys can follow along with me. So why do we do it? Why do we need persuasive writing? So number one, we use persuasive writing in order to get our reader to change their mind. So we want to get our way, right? We want to be correct. So we try to change other people's opinions. Number two, to give evidence for why your opinion is the best one. Okay, to say why your idea is the best idea that someone could have. Third reason is we try to compare your argument to another idea and then say why yours is better. So you guys do this all the time with your family, with your friends, with siblings, trying to convince other people or make them believe that your idea is better. So that's what we're going to work on today, but in an academic way. So first of all, you start with your opinion. So this I believe, or I believe, I think, those are opinion statements. But then you have to back it up. You have to support it with facts. So let's look at this example that I created for you guys. So this is not a full persuasive paragraph. This is just an idea of a persuasive statement and then some evidence. So right here it says, I believe that all students have the right to an education, no matter where they come from or who they are. Okay, so this is my opinion. So other people could have a different opinion than me. But sometimes you think about, okay, what is the best way to get everybody to agree with me? Usually the best way to get people to agree with you is to point to other people or other sources and say, hey, they think the same thing and this is why. These are the hard facts that show why I am right. So this is what I have for the second sentence. So education is a basic human right. As Desmond Tutu stated, the ability to read and write, laying a foundation for a future without poverty, hunger, or disease. Our future and the success of future generations depends on this. And then the cite was from Forbes in 2013. So, I mean, what better argument is there than this, right? So if everybody has an education, then the future will be free from poor people, from hunger, and from disease, because those people will be able to create societies and cultures that support other people and that can succeed. So this is an example of an opinion, an I believe statement that I supported with a fact. Okay? So let's go ahead and take notice of something. So did you see the citation? So citation is this little thing that you see right here. So a citation means that you got a quote. So a quote is when you copy and paste something from an article, and I see you guys do it all the time. That's really called a quote. Okay? So that can be from either a website or a book. And it's okay to borrow ideas. I'll tell you guys, I borrow ideas all the time. Okay, it's completely okay. But this is the only time it's not okay, is if you don't have quotation marks. So right here, quotation marks, these little things, these two little guys here and these two little guys here, you have to have that if you copy and paste information from a website in order to say, oh, I borrowed this idea. This idea didn't come from my head, but it's okay because I'm giving them credit. Okay, so there's a very special way that we give credit to other ideas. So for example, we put quotation marks in front of what we copied and pasted, and we put quotation marks after. And then we use something called parentheses. So parentheses are these little half circles, okay? These semicircles. Parentheses is where you say, where did I get this information and what year was this information from? Because sometimes if you give evidence from, 20 years ago, that's not really good evidence anymore, right? So trying to make sure that people understand when you got that information from is really important. So Forbes is the name of a magazine, and then this quotation was from 2013. So this is what you need to do. Forbes is the name of the article, okay? That's okay, you can do the name of the article, or you can write the name of the author, all right? So if you can't find the name of the author, write the name of the article or the name of the magazine. And then let's say you cannot find, I can't find the name of the author, I cannot find the name of the magazine or website, then just write the date that it was retrieved or created. But you have to make sure that you have some kind of citation, okay? So let's look at the next slide here. So I'm going to give you guys a really, really easy way to remember how to write persuasive writing in a paragraph, okay? So what I showed you before was just one opinion statement and one piece of evidence, but we're going to make fat paragraphs, okay? So to do that, we're going to use the OREO method, and I'll try not to get too hungry while I tell you guys about it. So number one, you start with your opinion, an I believe statement. Number two, you give a reason for why you believe that. Number three, you give the evidence or the filling right here, okay? And then four, you give your opinion again. You write a conclusion statement and you restate your idea. So restating your idea just means that you say what you believe one more time with different words. Okay. So let's look at my example, but a little bit bigger, a little bit more expanded. So in yellow is my opinion, right? So I said, I believe that all students have the right to an education, no matter where they come from or who they are. All right, so that's my opinion. That's what I believe. All right, and green, this is my reason for why I believe this. So my reason is that education is a basic human right. So that's my reason. Now, do you see that big part right there in that paragraph that's pink? So think of that as like the filling, the white part of the OREO. Without that white part, the paragraph doesn't work. You have to have that white part, or right here, that pink part. So here I have my quotation, and I said who stated the quotation. So as Desmond Tutu stated, the ability to read and write, laying a foundation for a future without poverty, hunger, or disease. Our future and the success of future generations depend on this. Forbes, 2013, period. Okay, so this is my quotation, and I started with saying who said it. Now, to end my paragraph, so I have 1, 2, 3, only 3 sentences so far. Fourth sentence will finish up our paragraph. So by giving all people education, we are helping our future societies to grow and thrive. Thrive, you guys, means to continue growing, to have a happy future. That's what thrive means. So I'm saying the same thing as my I believe statement up here, but I said it in different words to make it sound a little bit better and to give more of my opinion. Okay, let's check out the most important part. So you noticed, right, that the middle, the evidence, was the most important part. Now, if you can remember this, an OREO is nothing without the filling. Then it's just a chocolate cookie, just 2 little chocolate cookies, and everybody knows that's not an OREO, right? All right, so this is what I want you guys to do. So now it's your turn to write a persuasive paragraph using the OREO method. So go back to the Google Classroom to find your assignment, and you have to pick one, just one, of these question choices, and you're going to write your opinion on them, okay? So is social distancing important to stop COVID-19? That's one question. Number 2, should all people speak more than one language? Or you can pick number 3, is the United States the greatest country in the world? Okay, so just pick one of those questions to do your OREO Google Doc assignment. All right, now if you guys have any questions, feel free to email me to ask me any questions you have. Okay, have a good day. Bye.